Oh, hey, welcome back to Vinyl Vision. I'm speaking to you today from my home office. If you're a professional writer, you have your own office, a quiet space where you can go and work and make the magic happen, or not, depending. One thing's for sure, real writers do not take their computers to Starbucks and pretend that they're writing the great American novel or a hit screenplay. Nobody's that stupid. So you have two choices. One, you can go to Starbucks and make believe, or two, you can stay home and get it done. Once you've compiled a record collection, it's a good idea to catalog it to figure out what you do and don't already own. Because my records were all over the place, in storage, in my mother's house, in my basement, I kind of lost track. So I recommend using a website called Discogs. Discogs makes it easy for you to keep track of your music. And using it, I figured out that I have 11 different copies of Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. 11. Why? You are asking the wrong person. At last count on Discogs, there are over 930 different versions of this. And quite frankly, I'm surprised I don't have all 930. I'm convinced that there's a record company executive somewhere that looks at his calendar every couple of years and says, oh, hey, let's release another copy of Dark Side of the Moon. That guy in Baltimore will buy it. Now look, I'm not paranoid, but I know I'm right. Okay, so today I want to share with you, amidst this miasma of vinyl, some of my favorite records in my collection. And it's only going to be a couple because, believe you me, we could be here all day looking at records and you probably have a doctor's appointment or something. Madonna, Like a Virgin, released in 1984 and a huge hit. Yes, eventually Madge went nuts, but you could make the case that she was crazy all along because who else would have married Sean Penn? Warner Brothers really promoted this record, and a special copy of this was sent out to radio stations only, and this is one of those copies. You'll notice in the upper corner it's stamped in gold foil, lent for promotional use only. Any sale or unauthorized transfer is prohibited and void. That was supposed to scare the DJs into keeping the record in the radio station. Except, of course, that it didn't work. Believe you me, these records ended up on the collector's market just as fast as they got to the radio stations, which is how I got my copy. What makes this record so unique and collectible is that it was pressed on white vinyl. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful record? I'm not sure how many of these were pressed, but it sure has gotten pretty valuable. My copy is in mint condition, which is more than you can say about Madonna. Prince and the Revolution, Purple Rain. Prince, of course, was the man who taught other men how to dance in high heels. And you can decide for yourself whether or not that was a good thing. Released in 1984, again by Warner Brothers, another huge hit. If you were my age and you didn't own this record, you must have been living in Siberia or Pittsburgh. You know, people from Pittsburgh come up to me and they say, I'm from Pittsburgh, like they're apologizing. Don't apologize. Yes, Pittsburgh has the Steelers, but they also have something good. The Andy Warhol Museum. And you should go. It's wonderful. It's like Disneyland for schizophrenics. Back to Prince. This is an amazingly good record. and it drove Al Gore's ex-wife Tipper absolutely bananas, which is one of the reasons you should own it. Warner Brothers really promoted this record, and again, they created a special version to send to radio stations. Notice it's got the scary licensing legal information in the corner, which nobody paid any attention to. What makes this record so collectible is it was pressed on purple vinyl. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful record? This one is crazy expensive. Good luck finding it. And Prince, rest in peace. I wish you heaven. Finally, Van Halen. This is known on the collector's market as the Looney Tunes promo. Now, I was never a big Van Halen fan. In fact, I thought they were hugely overrated. I did, however, gain a level of respect for the band when Sammy Hagar joined, because he was so horrible, he actually made the version with David Lee Roth sound good. Now, Roth wasn't much of a singer, but he was a great frontman. He's a nice Jewish boy. His father was a doctor, his mother was a teacher, she wanted him to be a dentist, he wanted to be a rock star. You can see who won that one. Again, Warner Brothers was responsible for this. They must have had a cracking good promotions department back in the day. And you can see it's got the Looney Tunes Merry Melodies picture on the label, which is okay because Warner Brothers owns the trademark. Again, a special version of this was pressed and sent to radio stations, and you can see that this one was pressed on transparent red vinyl. Isn't that a beautiful record? This one is so valuable, you might as well not even bother looking for it. No go, right? It's got 6 songs from Van Halen's first album, including their version of the Kinks' You Really Got Me. And don't get me started. The Kinks version is vastly superior. If you prefer the Van Halen version, don't even talk to me. Today's tip, watch what you eat. I can't emphasize this enough. When you're young, yeah, your metabolism is great. You can shovel in the food. But when you get to be my age, which is 39, you can't do that anymore. And don't smoke. I never smoked. Did I get cancer anyway? Yes, I did. But the point is that I'm cancer-free now, and I'm currently in the best health of my life. I eat healthy. I'm a vegetarian. I eat lots of foods that are rich in probiotics, and I am completely out of my mind. That, my friends, is a winning combination. That's it. Hey, Vinyl Junkies, if you have any interesting records in your collection, show it to us. Don't be shy. No matter how stupid and ridiculous it may be, we promise to make fun of you in private. So until the next time, goodbye from Vinyl Vision. Now go listen to some records.